So, जय बजरंगबली सभी को. So, today I am going to discuss about the React tool that is useCallback. Basically, useCallback is used to optimize the rendering process of the React applications. Whenever a component change, it just render the component. So, to optimize the rendering of the React application, sometimes we need to use the useCallback. So if I tell you the syntax of the use callback, then the use callback takes two arguments. So use callback takes two arguments. The first one is function and the second one is dependency array. And it will just return the function based on the dependency array. So first time when you just pass the function, so first time it will just return the function that you have passed to it, but in the subsequent ending it will just return the cached function, like if in the previous, if the dependencies in the current rendering and the previous rendering are same, then it will just return the cached function. It will not create the brand new function. Okay. So this is why, because in JavaScript, each time you create a function, it will just create a different function. So I can show you in the console. So if I just create a function that is and I have initialized it to variable a, and it will just I have stored the arrow function in the variable a, and if I create another same function and stored in the variable b. And if I just try to compare these two functions, then you can see that it is returning false. So that is why the use callback comes into the picture to optimize the rendering process of the React applications. So I have created the basic demo for this use callback. So I have created two components. The first one is inner component that you can see in the green border, and the second one is outer component that you can see in the white background. And I have created two buttons. The first one is change theme in the outer component, and the second one is change state. That is basically a counter button. When you click on that button, it will just increment the counter. So why I did this? Because I have created a state variable in the outer component and another state variable in the inner component, so that the re-rendering of the component can happen. Okay, so if I just click on the change theme, it will change the theme to dark, and you can see that while after clicking on this change theme button, it is taking time to update the theme of the component. And you can see that when I click again on the change theme, it is it just takes 500 milliseconds. After that it updates the theme of the component. That is why, because I have used the 500 millisecond delay in the inner component. So I can show you that. So you can see that inner component, I have used the performance.now. With the help of performance.now, I have I make a delay of 500 milliseconds in the inner component, so that I can show you the demo for the use callback. So and if you just click on the change state button, and you can see that the state variable, the counter variable updates after 500 milliseconds. So because when this render the performance with the help of performance.now, it just take 500 milliseconds to wait, and after that it just update the counter variable in the DOM. So if I just show you the outer component, then you can see that I have just created theme state and created handle submit function, and I have passed this function in the inner component, and I have used the memo. And you can see in the memo, I have used the memo. Basically, memo is whenever a tops of the component will change, that this component will re-render. And you can see that each time the function, your outer component function will re-render, it just create a brand new function, and we are passing this function to the inner component, and in each rendering the handle submit function will be different. So that's why the re-rendering of the inner component is happening when we change the theme of the outer component. So that is why it is taking time to update the theme of the component. So that is where the use callback comes into the picture. So what we can do, we can just use the use callback. We can just wrap up the handle submit function in the use callback hook, and we will pass the empty dependency array, or we can, if you have any like reactive elements, like in this case we have id as a props, so we can just pass it to id. If this id changes, then use callback will just return the new function that you have passed in that particular use callback. Okay, so now you can see that when we wrap up the handle submit function in the use callback, so in the subsequent rendering, it will not create a brand new function. So you can see that if I change the if I click on the button, and it is just updating the theme in a theme immediately. So that is why we so when we change the theme, it is not re-rendering the inner component. And if I just click on the change step, then you can see that it is taking time. It is taking 500 milliseconds to update the counter of the inner component. And if I just click on the change theme, then it just immediately change the theme of the outer component. So that is all about the use callback. I will upload this code into my GitHub repository. You can just have a look on. You can just clone that repository and you can have a look and understand the and try to understand the code. You will get to know that all about the use callback. Thanks.